And we are live. Welcome back, everyone. Is your six covered? Appreciate you showing up today. We have Matt P and myself. We are going to be hanging out with a cool guy we know, Mr. Chris Simmons. We'll get into it, have some fun, and hopefully we'll learn some stuff from Mr. Simmons and find out just how maybe we can learn how to practice a little bit better and inspire to become even a better shooter. So, Chris, welcome to the show.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
What's up, Chris?
Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. We had you on here one time before. A lot of fun. As you know, maybe you remember, we have a little bit of fun. We ask a few questions, and we've got quite a few people already watching. But I think it's kind of nice to get your perspective. You definitely have a lot more experience shooting this style match than we do, and a lot of people out here are thinking about going to their first match. Some have just started. And that's some of the things we try to inspire people to do is to get out there for their first match, have fun, and maybe you can help with that as well. So I appreciate you showing up. We'll have some fun. First thing we always do on this channel is see who came in first. So I got this thing posted up about an hour ago. 45 Auto got the first place.
Did I win?
Congrats, 45 Auto. We got the Tree Feller out there, Matt Cross, Steve Healy, John Rollins, 80 Baja, Chris Estes, Cowboy B's out there, 9 o'clock equals April Fools, Drew Bradley, Mr. Jerry Parker himself says smash the thumbs up button. Yeah, if you could, everybody hit that button. Let's see, we got Nancy Mink out there, Ken West, Robert Warren, Brian T. Uh-oh, everybody's jumping in now. Nigel J, Jason Hunt,
ADW.
Snake Man 48. Todd Bailey's out there. Welcome. Bravado Racing. So appreciate everybody show up. There's Otter. Eagle Eye shooting.
What's up, Eagle Eye?
And we got Otter. Otter is from Iceland. So we got people from all over the world. Chris watching the show tonight. He's quite a famous friend of ours. He's always out there watching and listening. We got Tim Davis is out there. Bledgem, I don't know. How would you say that, Matt? You got any idea? BJ Limon, I'll just call it that. Six Creeder, Daniel got as my judge, K24. Nicholas Botts is out there. Welcome, welcome.
Maybe it's Benjamin.
Benjamin. I like it. Benjamin Lemon. Hopefully we're not killing that name too bad, but I apologize for that.
Yeah, I apologize. We probably are.
All right, so I got a few cards here. Help us get through the day. So just to give you an idea, Chris, what we've been trying to do here, like I said earlier, is promote the sport of shooting, especially right now, the kind of the PRS stuff and lots of new shooters and all that kind of stuff. We talked a little bit on the last chat about, it was me and John Kreiderman, we were talking about one of the questions we had asked ourselves was what will it take to get to the next level? And I want to read you these, kind of give you an idea. So kind of what we were talking about before, and maybe we can kind of tune this into a little bit of this as well. Are you willing to put in the effort? And then is your gear holding you back? Or is it an excuse? Where do you see yourself in 2, 6, and 12 months? And how are you learning to shoot? YouTube classes, matches, self-taught kind of stuff. So we really are. I really try to make it a key thing is to promote the sport of shooting. Any type of shooting, but to get people out, do their first rank match, and because I think it's enjoyable. I think we need to promote it so the kids will be the next ones that do this, after we're dead and gone, and the Second Amendment lives on. So, anyways, how was your day today?
Oh, it's good. Busy day at work.
I hear you. You got well, the last time we had talked, it was great. It was just so you guys out there watching. Chris was we were sitting there talking, and after the chat, you can still talk to each other, but it's offline basically. And we're all, that's a cool trophy. And then Chris kind of grabs this thing and he starts showing his walls, and you can't even see wall. It's just so.
I feel bad for the drywall.
I feel bad for the drywall.
There's a nail every square inch in that
inch of that house.
A lot of holes in the drywall for sure.
Yeah. Well, I again, I appreciate you showing up. So I'm gonna scramble these cards up. I mean, I probably got about 10 of them.
Hey, Joaquin.
Joaquin's out there. Welcome to the show, Abigail. I saw a few others I missed. If you guys have questions for Chris as well, go ahead and put them in there. Make them all capitals. It'll be easier to find. And we won't consider you yelling, but it'll be easier for me to find. Waddy's out there. So I got kind of a few questions, but if we get to it and it's a good question, we'll definitely ask her. Let's go with this one first. So I got them stacked up. I shuffled them up a little bit. Go ahead, Matt. Ask the first question.
All right, Mr. Simmons. What is your normal day at the range? So I guess when you go out to shoot, let's just stick with PRS 22 or NRL 22X. When you go to the range, kind of give us a breakdown of what you're going to accomplish that day, or what are you going to practice, or what's your normal day like?
My volume is very low. Let me move a little closer. That any better?
That is a lot better, yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's too far from it. I'll speak up. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to the range. Obviously, we're shooting this weekend. So tomorrow I'll go and basically check dope. I'm going to true my dope and my kestrel. Check all that, make sure it's good. I'll probably check muzzle velocity on a couple different ammos. Check my SDs, my ESs. I think it's supposed to be pretty cold. It's cold here right now, so
Yeah.
definitely check that. Make sure that's all good, and probably set some barricades up and shoot off some barricades because I haven't shot since I shot last weekend, but haven't really shot since November, so I need to get some practice in for sure.
Yeah, and these guys filled me in. You're using a loaner rifle, right? Your rifle's not finished out yet, or something like that.
Yeah, my rifle's at Lapua right now in the test tunnel, getting tested for ammo. So yeah, I'm shooting a borrowed rifle. So it's gonna be interesting.
I'm sure you'll do just fine. And Ken West had a question for you. Have you have tested the ATS tuner ? Is that the tuner you were going with on your build?
Actually, yeah, the ATS tuner is on there, but no, as soon as I got the rifle built, I pretty much put it in the box and sent it to Lapua straight away. So no, I haven't really got to play with it a whole lot yet. But what little I did, we did shoot it. My gunsmith shot it and played with it a little bit, but I think my barrel contour is going to be too heavy for it. So
Really?
we may end up scrapping that idea.
Okay. Yeah, I actually asked Chris if he wanted to borrow his old rifle.
He did. He called me. He's like, I got a rifle you can borrow if you need it.
I figured he'd be used to it, He knows what ammo works in it and all that kind of stuff. Save him a step or two. Let's see. Gagabytes out there. Welcome, Tyler Orth. DW. All right, let's see.
Well, you're not borrowing that unicorn voodoo, are you?
The unicorn voodoo?
Yeah, the unicorn.
You know which one we're talking about, right? They shoots a sub, 1 inch circle at about 1,000 yards. You know which one I'm talking about?
No.
I'm exaggerating, but you know which rifle I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm not borrowing that one. I wish.
Yeah.
No, I got to get it. My gunsmith hooked me up, so.
That's good.
Good couple of weeks. So.
Rental on that unicorn rifle is probably a pretty pricey, pricey price.
A premium.
Yeah. All right. So we got that was a good one. Let's see. All right. Where do you get your info or help to get better? Or is it just keep shooting and figure it out on your own kind of deal? Like, do you have like a team of people that you communicate with, practice with to kind of help you get better, or is it more like you're out there and you're just learning on your own kind of deal?
Man, best thing is go to matches and just watch the top guys. When I go to a PRS match, I'm always watching other guys, seeing if there's something I got. You can always learn. I've won a lot of matches, but I'm always learn. Every match I learn something new. You know.
Yeah.
I think what got us when we went to Kentucky, you know, we've been shooting off of the tank traps, the PRS barricades, the 55-gallon drums, and then they kind of incorporated some new props that we have never shot off of, and we couldn't really wrap our heads around how we were going to engage it at first.
Yeah, that basically was a ladder like you'd see in a circus where it had a center attachment, not two on the top, but just one. You know,
Yeah.
and the rope ladder thing. That thing was
Jacob's ladder.
Jacob's ladder. That thing was kicking my butt, man. It was tough.
Yeah, there's always going to be that stage where there's no good way of doing it, really, you know. And that's where, you know, if you're third or fourth, fifth in line in the stage, you know, you can learn something from the first couple guys. Say, hey, you know, that didn't work for them. Let's try something different.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm always doing, you know, watching, making sure I'm paying attention to what the first couple guys do.
Yeah, I ended up trying the tripod in the rear, and that whole front barrel weight and all that was just doing this the whole time. Basically, I threw the damn tripod and just kind of held it. So I'll remember that didn't work very well next time.
It didn't work
Yeah.
for me either.
It was like, oh, that was a bad idea. Here's one.
Go ahead.
What would you tell new people thinking about getting into the sport of PRS?
Go to a match. Go to a match. Volunteer to RO. Hang out with a squad. Follow them all day. Ask questions. A lot of people say, "Hey, I'm gonna go to a match. I'm gonna go to a match," and they never go, and then they never get in the sport. Best thing is just go. Just sign up and go shoot it. You know, ask questions. If you finish dead last, who cares? You know, just get out there and learn.
Yeah, you're only going to get better from there.
Yeah, I mean, the shooting community is great. I mean, every match you go to, there's going to be somebody there to help you. And you guys know in my match, during the shooter's brief, that's one of the first things I ask is, if it's anybody's first match, raise your hand, and I'm going to get you somebody to help you. You know?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that may or may not know you out there from the first video / interview we did. So Chris is a very accomplished shooter. He's got many trophies along all those walls that you can't see right now. But both in Rimfire and Centerfire, Nancy Mink was asking, so he does shoot both. There's a question there.
Chris, you shooting Rimfire? I shoot both. This weekend, well, next 2 weekends, I'll be shooting Rimfire, and then the weekend after that, I'll be Centerfire. So I definitely shoot both. I shoot more Rimfire than Centerfire because we just don't have a ton of Centerfire matches close to my area. So.
Yeah, we really don't. You know, I'm glad that you were able to do something in VOD with the Rimfire stuff, and I came out. I think it was the first match you ever hosted out there. I came out just to spectate. Ray was shooting it, and I was really kicking myself for not participating in that first one because it looked like so much fun. Everybody was there to help. It was just a good time. So
yeah, you did kick yourself in the butt on that one.
Yeah, I went home kind of just angry with myself.
Let me skip to the
Saturday.
Huh?
Where was you at Saturday?
Oh, well, my wife, she's recovering from surgery. She had some surgery stuff that took place, and
okay, I'll let you slide.
Yeah, she told me to go. She's like, you need to go. You need to go shoot. I'm glad I didn't because the surgery was only supposed to take about hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. Ended up taking 4.5, 5 hours. I even talked to Rick. Rick's like, hey, you gonna swing by the house? I'm like, dude, I'm still at the hospital. So, yeah, I wanted to, but I made the right choice.
I'll let you slide this time.
I'll be at the next. I need to make the next 2.
I was
going to
say, points wise, you need to
if I don't make the next 2.
At least one. You need at least one more.
Yeah.
Here's a good question from Tyler Orth out in the comments section. He says, how many matches do you attend each year?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'd have to look. I think this year I'm probably around 35 or so.
Damn.
Jeez.
I've been trying to hit a match every weekend, but we've been doing good.
Yeah.
I think I got 8 or 9. I got 4 coming up, and the other 5, the other like 4 or 5 are already done. So trying to keep up with this.
The next weekends in a row I'll be shooting, and one weekend I'm shooting 2 matches in the same weekend. So
that's not this next weekend, but the one after, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you at those as well. I still got to sign up for the one on Sunday, but
That's the Liberty one. That's the following weekend, correct?
yeah, Liberty, and then there's one on Sunday that's
Frontline, Liberty and Frontline.
Yeah, Frontline.
That'd be cool.
Let's see. Another question says, "What bags are your go-to, and do you rail mount them?"
The Bison Tactical Udder for sure, and Armageddon Gear Game Changer, probably the top 2. And I actually just got the new Tactical Udder, so I'm testing it out. So far, it's pretty awesome. And I typically don't rail mount them. I first started out rail mounting them, and then I found out sometimes I like to just toss them mid-stage. So
Yeah.
that way I can always bail out if I don't need it.
Yeah, you're not tied into it and like, oh crap.
Yeah, most of the time I only use one bag. A lot of guys have 3 or 4 bags and their arms are full. One bag's all you need, really, most of the time. I do have some puff bag, some large puff bags for the rear. If I got like a high prone stage or something. But, no, mainly a tactical udder or the game changer. I'll show you this new udder while we're sitting here.
All right.
This is a new udder. The difference is, you see this side here is narrow.
Yeah.
And this side here is too bad.
Okay.
One side's wider than the other side, so you can rotate it around.
Gotcha.
And it's got some grippier material right here. So, like this side I would use for like 2x4 size props, and then this side would be like cattle gates and fences, stuff like that.
Oh yeah. That
It's
makes
also
sense.
got, on the side, it's got a rubber strip so you can lay it flat and use it flat as well.
Yeah, it'll be good to hear about that later.
Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome bag, I think, and it's perfect size for a plate. If you run a plate, it fits a plate perfect. So.
That's what I've been running a lot of lately, and I love it.
Yeah, Matt's been a big fan of the plate. I've been really trying to stay away from the plate.
He doesn't know what he's missing.
Oh man, plates! I run a plate on my favorite stage.
Yeah, I got that Gray Ops Pro or the Mini Pro plate, and on the udder bag and the Armageddon Gear Game Changer, the medium. That thing is. Yeah, I got no excuse if I miss. It's either a wing call or I just yanked one. It's pretty solid.
It's like shooting off a bench with the plate and a good bag, good heavy bag.
So as far as gear, you're running Voodoo. You're sponsored by Voodoo.
Yeah,
optics and so on and so forth. But what's your gear you're running as far as rifle, chassis, trigger, bipod?
Well, I'm running a Voodoo Gunworks V22 Action. This year a trigger barrel. It's a straight contour. Scopes, US Optics, FDN 25X. Let's see. A 40 MOA rail with a Trigger Tech Diamond flat shoe trigger. That'll be my setup this year.
2-stage, single stage.
Single stage.
Okay.
About 8 ounces.
Now, do you switch up every year? Do you switch out your setups every year? Do you try little things here and there, or do you kind of stick with the same setup for, let's just say, the next 2 or 3 seasons?
Really, the only thing I changed this year was barrel contour. And that's about it. Well, US Optics sent me a new scope, but it's the same scope I run on my Centerfire.
Okay.
I want to keep it the same. That way I'm not trying to switch back and forth. But no, I pretty well keep it the same, unless I change sponsors.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, that's awesome. We're almost done, Chris. Then we can sit around and bullshit and have fun.
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
What is something you enjoy doing that's not gun related?
Not gun related.
Come on, fishing, right?
No, I don't fish.
Oh, what the hell?
No, I ride motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
I raced motorcycles for years. I still got a supermoto, so I ride on the street quite a bit through the summer. That's about it, really. It's not gun related. I got a little girl now, so I'm kind of slowing down on the motorcycles.
It was funny when I was writing the question, I asked myself the same thing, and I'm like, I don't know.
You don't do a damn thing that's not gonna.
Yeah, that's what it is. GLB media's out there.
Charles T says beer and hookers. That's a bad.
Get your ass out of bed, Smoky Mountain Boys.
It's a bad combination, Charles.
Everybody says they can't hear. Is my volume bad?
The volume's not bad, but there's like crackling and something. I don't know if
probably my charter internet.
I don't know if you got X-Ring internet or not.
It's charter or Spectrum.
Yeah.
Broken two broken legs on a squirrel in a cage kind of internet.
Could be my antique laptop too.
Well, you know what? It's working. It is a little crackly, but it is what it is. Stratos 27, welcome.
You said you ride supermotos?
Yeah.
What do you got, or what did you have, or?
I got a Honda CRF 450R.
Oh, so it's basically a dirt bike it's got the slicks on it, right?
Yeah, it's got 17-inch wheels and street tires.
It's got fake blinkers and a
Hey,
headlight.
those things are no joke, man. Those things are scary.
No, those are fun, man. Yeah, it's basically an off-road bike with a couple of blinkers
You got
on.
some power.
We got a few more individuals that showed up. We got Charles Tiffy, +5.
Hey, +5.
Lynn Holt. Anybody know where the Andy FX120i trickler setup is for sale?
Yeah, X-Wing's house.
Yeah, he's got my extra one. Charles Tiffy, I'll try to remember where I got mine and send you the info on it.
They actually just come up with a new updated auto trickler. They're taking pre-orders. It looks pretty awesome.
DW has a question for you, Chris. Go back up, Ricky.
Rick is the person on your left, the son. Yeah, that's my son.
Yeah,
Matt P over here. I'm not that damn old. Well,
adopted.
I guess I am.
Redheaded.
No, he's just a shooting buddy of mine.
What up, the DW?
What DW got to say?
Chris, do you get nervous at a match? If so, what calms
Your aim.
your aim?
Years ago, I'd get nervous. When I first started, I'd get nervous, but I've shot so many matches. Nerves don't really bother me anymore. Years ago, I would, just try to get my mind off of, what I was doing. I would, either go sit back, close my eyes, just try to get calm before I went. So. But that comes with time. You shoot and keep shooting. Those kind of iron out.
Now, say you got a really bad stage. Are you like most of us and try to fight our anger away and try to be calm Like it's what makes you just move on to the next stage? Like, do you just go, well, that was a shitty stage, and I'm just gonna try to do better next, or do you like? How do you get rid of it?
Where do you mentally go up here after you bomb the stage?
where do you go?
Saturday was a good example of that. I dropped 9 points on one stage. I'd cleaned every stage up until this stage, and I dropped 9 points on one stage. So, yeah, that was one of those stages. But I hadn't trued my data. I hadn't shot that rifle any. But if you have a bad stage, come off the line, that stage is gone. So take a look and see what went wrong and what I could do better and what I can do to prevent the next stage. So that stage was dope. So I went in my Kestrel, looked at my DSF, trued it up, and then continued on. I cleaned a few stages after that. So that's the main thing is, you blow a stage, just take a step back, take a deep breath, and try to look and say, hey, what happened? And what can I do to stop this for the next stage?
All right. Answer some questions out there. Chris Simmons is from North Carolina, and they like your accent, by the way.
It's a southern drawl.
The Southern Draw. Welcome to the show, Bald and Curious.
So bad.
All right, we got two more. Here. What was your most memorable match and why?
Probably the PRS finale last year in November in Oklahoma.
Centerfire, right? That was a Centerfire one.
Centerfire, yeah. Never shot in the Midwest, especially in that time of year. The wind was ridiculous. It snowed. It was like 30 degrees and snowed all day long. I mean, there were stages that I couldn't even see targets. I mean, it was snowing sideways, and you just sent rounds where you thought the target was.
And I'm assuming the targets were white, right? Or maybe gray.
The targets was white. It was snowing, 20, 25 mile an hour winds during the good times.
What state was that in?
Oklahoma.
In
November.
Ugh. Yeah, that sounds like a memorable match.
Yeah, PRS matches, especially big 2-day matches like that, you shoot. There's no, you shoot regardless. There's no stopping. The weather's bad, we're going to hang out. You keep shooting it. The show goes on. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a good time. I was top 20 on day one, as the top 200 shooters in the country, and then, day two, I shot good. And then the last stage, I hit one target. It was just snowing so hard. I dropped like 9 or 10 points on one stage, and that dropped me. I think I was 40th overall, 41st overall.
That's what I feel like when you're starting to shoot with that caliber of people. If you just have a bad stage and you drop 5, 6, or 7, I feel like it's hard to come back from that.
Oh yeah, you're done. I mean,
you're done if you the 22 stuff. Going to shoot at Chris's match at VOD. There's such a high caliber level of shooters there that if you have one bad stage,
you're out of.
You're probably booted from the top 3, top 5. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Saturday I dropped 9 points on that stage, and I was like, hey, I'm done. I just got to figure out what to do to shoot good the rest of the match. Just hang in there.
All right, Chris. Question for you. Now you've seen me shoot quite a couple matches. What are some things that you see? I think we asked this question before, and you had said that one stage with the stupid ass logs that you came up with that it was just horrible. You said I brought too much gear, but other than that, what are some things you see I could work on to maybe even get better?
You personally?
Yeah, me personally.
He's thinking that list is way too long.
He's all, how long is this show?
Mainly building a good position. It seemed like you wasn't real comfortable. When you get in position, you just kind of look at a place.
Okay.
Maybe rush and take the time and build a good, solid position. Make sure you're comfortable. Or, not necessarily comfortable, but we shoot some odd positions. But make sure you feel steady and you break good shots. A lot of people just get up there and burn 10 rounds. Take some time, build a good position, and make good shots. 5 good shots is better than 10 terrible shots. You're just up there freehanding it. So,
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I'm trying.
But you shot good Saturday.
I did. That was one of my better ones. I didn't have a train wreck. Actually, I did have a train wreck. That first stage coming from being late, we talked about that and how the drive of shame down all the stages to get
out of bed earlier.
Yeah, I needed to get out of bed earlier.
The funny thing is, he's always calling people in the morning, get your ass out of bed. Yeah. It's funny. Your butt was late to the match.
And nobody called me.
He called me at 8 something in the morning. I'm like, this is not good either.
I was on my way there.
I was like, you either got DQ'd or something happened. Like, this is not good.
It is what it is. There you go, Gagabytes.
Oh, DW says you'll karate chop me. Rick knows better than that.
Yeah.
He gets shivved with a microtech.
Now that's the slick Rick. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't mind. I really am trying to get better, kind of polish the things that I need to work on, and really not try to shoot prone much anymore because I feel like I need to work more on positional shooting, getting into position better.
Unless we're truing out data, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truing out data or just trying to, get some hits at some 400 and 500 yard distances. That's when we're landing prone.
Yeah, I don't. The only time I shoot prone is, sighting a rifle in or, checking data. And other than that, that's it. I shoot off everything, just random stuff in the yard. I'll roll over there and shoot off of it. Try to build a position. Because you never know what you're going to shoot off of.
No.
I'm starting to wonder.
That match in Kentucky, there was just some posts in the ground, basically T-posts that were cut at different heights. That was a good one.
It ate my lunch.
That little son of a bitch was shaking all over the place.
I was killing it up until that point.
That Matt did not like that one at all.
I was like, I've never shot off T-posts. And I didn't do 2. I think I got like 5 out of 10 or something. And then the next stage was the Jacob's Ladder. I'm like, I'm not shot. Oh, man, back to back.
Are you guys shooting my Outlaw Positional Punisher next month?
What's that?
I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah, what's this?
That's my match, May 1st.
Sure.
Outlaw Positional Punisher, May the 1st, DOD.
Outlaw what?
Positional Punisher.
Oh, shit. This just doesn't even sound
Is this
fun.
kneeling, sitting?
Oh, yeah.
It can be all position. Well, it's barricades, There might be some positional.
Outlaw.
Old school positional in it.
Is it on, it's not on practice score yet, is it?
Yeah, it opened this morning at 8 o'clock.
Oh, shit. I haven't been through there. I already got like 5 on the list, so I thought I was done, but I guess not. What day? What's the date again?
May
1st.
May 1st. All right. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Damn.
And we're still talking 22s, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
It's part of the series. It's just going to be a different match.
Lynn Holt.
So wait, excuse me real quick. This May 1st match is still part of your series, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is still part of that series.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just calling it something else then. It's still part of the spring series.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't like the way he said it. He's like, y'all shooting the positional punter, and he had a big grin on his face.
Why wouldn't we be shooting that one?
It's named appropriately, so be ready.
Man, be shooting.
But this is, I don't know if I'm confused or if maybe I should just ask this again because it doesn't.
No, this is part of his series.
Okay. Yeah, he's just trying to.
It's just the next match in his
So
series.
basically, hang upside down from a rope, and I don't know.
Nah, I don't do no crazy stuff like that. It's gonna be tough. You might as well leave your bipod at home. Let's just say that.
Leave your bipod at home.
So you
Everything's
you're
gonna
gonna do like a very limited.
No, he's
gear.
gonna make everything offhand stuff.
No, it's not gonna be all man. It's just gonna be all barricades. You know, it's not gonna be a prone match. You know.
Gotcha.
Sounds fun.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
I don't know.
It's gonna be a fun match.
April Fool's, right? Yeah, we're still in April Fool's. Let's see. JT Hills. There was a question out here. Where the heck did it go?
Yeah.
Chris, do you have vendors that come to you for sponsorships? And if you use their products, do you get involved in making their product better, if that makes sense? Do you do any testing, R&D stuff for different companies?
Yeah. I'm working on some stuff right now for a couple companies, and yeah, you know, they usually approach me and say, hey, you know, we'd like to sponsor you this year. You know, offer you some products. See what you think about them. But yeah, just like the other I showed you, you know, I'm working with Fred at Bison Tactical. You know, he sent me one to try out, see what we can do, you know, to improve it. And, you know, he'd always want my input, see what I think about it.
Got it. That's good. Lindhold wants to know what your preferred reticle is for the U.S. Optics scope.
The JVCR. It's the Jake Vibert reticle. It's a floating center dot reticle. It's half mil elevation and 0.2 windage. Nice clean reticle for PRS. You know, it's not like the Trimmer 3 or H59.
I appreciate that, Gagabytes. I'm trying to get better.
Dude, you really have, man. I've been shooting with you since day one and come a long, long way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch you shoot Saturday, but obviously, you know, he's top 5. So
Yeah.
He's been the last few matches. He's been consistently finish up top 5.
I don't know. Let me go to this thing.
Your bikini panty line.
These are all the girlfriends I used to have. No.
What is that?
This is all the different matches. Since like you give me trophies and then take them away.
He's got. He writes them down on something.
I write them all down because I want to see
My bad.
I want to see how many matches I'm doing this year. So the last match I got a 4th, a 6th, 15th, a 5th, and a 7th. So top 10 at least, except for that one that was
Easily averaging top 10. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was your last 2 matches. I got a 5th and a 4th.
Okay.
So not bad.
A good average.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. We got old Josh Thomas out there.
What's up, Josh?
It's the positional punisher, the last regular points match until the finale.
Shouldn't be.
No.
Yeah, there should be one more, I think.
There's 2 more. So you got May the 1st, and then was it July? There's one. I think there's one in June or July.
June or
It's the
July.
last. You have to shoot May 1st if you haven't shot any of them. You got to have 2 matches to qualify for the finale. So you have to shoot the last 2 to be qualified. So yeah, there's 2 more.
You gotta. So you need to have at least shot 2 matches or total.
2.
Yeah.
You have to shoot 2 matches to get into the finale.
See, you're Rick Cav lad member of that shotgun. I can't tell what the hell that says.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I hear rats at the door.
Yeah.
Rat.
Yeah. Will you turn that handle?
Never mind. The rat knows the combo into the
Oh,
safe.
no. Trouble's here now.
Dang.
What day is it? How did I get here?
What the who the?
Oh, that's what you meant.
Let's see.
You all right?
Uh-oh.
Man, I just did.
Did you wake up right now?
I just did. What's up, Mr. Chris?
What's up?
Oh.
Get out of bed?
Oh man, I'm on some new meds and I don't even know what day it is.
New meds. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where can we find information about Chris's matches? You can go to Practice Score.
Practice Score. VOD Tactical Rimfire. Facebook VOD Tactical Rimfire. And then the PRS website under the Rimfire tab.
Let's see, Asian James Bond guitar music. Let's see, the master has entered the room. Let's see, what is the most Centerfire cartridges or chamber? Wait, hold on, I can't read it from this damn light in the way. What is the most Centerfire cartridges or chamber does he see the most this past year of 2020? Centerfire. So what's the most popular you've been seeing out there? I think is what he's asking.
6BR, 6BRA, and 6 Dasher.
Those are kind of like
6BR variant is what everybody's shooting.
And what are you shooting this year, Centerfire?
Just a straight 6BR.
All right.
You want to chair in? You wanna sit
No, I'm
back.
good.
Shot Dasher last year, went straight back to just a BR. A whole lot easier. Less trouble.
Now, do you think the 6 Creedmoor is kind of not the thing anymore?
But you still see a lot of 6 Creeds. It's just a barrel burner.
Yeah.
You get 1,300 rounds on a barrel. You know.
Charles Tippy says the BRs are just the easy button.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Load them and shoot. Spend less time loading and more time shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, amen to that.
I tell you what, after all this 22 long rifle stuff, I don't even want to touch my damn reloading stuff anymore.
That's me. That's me.
It's like,
I hate reloading.
yeah, I don't mind it, but I know there's funner things to do, like shooting. 6 Rudder wants to know if anybody uses a 243.
No. Those days are gone.
Aren't we shooting with 6 rudders soon?
Yeah.
Clinton House.
Clinton House,
Next
okay.
Saturday. Saturday we're shooting with them.
Should be fun time.
Yeah,
243 killing coyotes.
One day I want to shoot up with you and get on the map, get on the same stage as you guys. All shoot together. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all squad was full Saturday.
Yeah, I think it fills up pretty quick.
Yeah, I got 4 or 5 guys coming with me. So.
Creedmoor will get popular again when prices come down, right? Won't they please? Hopefully, DW. I hope
I
so.
think we're shooting the next 3 matches, Chris.
We are. He's shooting
Clinton House, Liberty, and then Bristol. I don't know if he's doing Bristol.
you doing Bristol?
Got Bristol and
And you're doing the one Sunday, so yeah, you got a full plate. 1 US pound. Let's see. Now, how much time does it take for some of us that don't know? So you put a series on, which is basically 5 matches plus the actual match, right? Is
No,
it
it's
5
4.
total? Oh, 4 plus the regular one.
4
Now,
series.
it's a ton
Yeah.
of time, and I think a lot of people don't realize that the people that do sacrifice, like you putting the match together, we do appreciate it, and I try to make sure I tell you every time, it's like, thanks for doing this, because if you didn't do it and nobody else did it, we wouldn't have anywhere to go and shoot. So thanks again.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
glad y'all come shoot it, support it. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do it either. So.
Honestly, if Chris didn't host the matches at VOD, I don't know if we would have gotten into the 22 game as quick as we did.
Probably not, because
That's just my
they've been all
opinion.
driving and
Now looking on practice score, all the 22 matches that are within driving distance, there's a boatload. I mean, it's been a lot.
We figure 2 or 3 hours.
Sir? Yeah.
Everything's 3 hours from my house. Every match I want to shoot is 3 hours.
Yeah, I think the farthest one for us, that one's right at 5. That one that's on a Sunday. That's a haul.
At least you're in the same state, though.
Yeah, and we'll go to Virginia in 2 hours. A lot easier.
Yeah, that's true.
Frontline's about 4 hours, I guess, for y'all.
Yeah, Charles says he always remembers to thank the ROs at the match and the match directors. Yeah, there's a lot of work involved. I know we helped Ray out that one time, and hell, it was a week's worth of work driving back and forth and setting up.
When he hosted
setting up steel and
Three guns a lot different than Rimfire.
Yeah, there's a lot of steel. And,
well, even the DMM matches, that was a ton of work.
and we had scuba gear pounding stakes in the pond so we could freaking set it up.
I was lucky Friday. I had some help setting up some steel, so that saved me a bunch. That's the first time I've had help. So
I've always told you, give me a call.
So since Chris shoots for Voodoo, what has he heard and how much information is there about this new 3-lug Voodoo coming out?
He probably can't say. It's top secret.
3-lug Voodoo. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Are you being serious or do you know?
I don't know what you're talking about, really.
Okay, so we'll talk later.
Can you give a rundown of your Centerfire rig? Ryan Berg was asking.
Hey, She-Ball.
It's a impact action 6BR Krieger barrel. It's an MTU contour. MPA chassis, BA comp chassis, and US Optics FDN 25X. And I run a muzzle brake on the suppressor. On both. Centerfire and Rimfire.
That's right. No suppressor.
We won't go down that rabbit hole.
No, exactly. How far is he willing to set up a match? I know a guy that has 305 acres, mostly wooded, with a creek and a pond. Indiana, too far. Come on, Drew.
Indiana.
Get your ass out of here. Get your ass
We need to
out
get him to Iceland. That's where we had to set that match with Otter.
We want to go to Iceland with Otter out there. He's out there still, and go set up a match.
Do some hunting.
Yeah, definitely do some hunting. Go squirrel, rabbit
I don't know
hunting.
what kind of hunting they do. Probably.
I don't know either.
Shibal Seki.
Shibal. You'd be amazed at what that means in Korean.
You didn't go by the post office today, did you?
Let's see. Good questions. Muscat powder is not greens. And then last question was plans for 2021. You got any matches you really want to make, or is there a certain series in order to try to get enough points to get into the Centerfire National? Kind of like, what's your whole plan for the year for Rimfire and Centerfire?
I'm already qualified for the NRL Nationals.
Me too.
At the end of May. It's in Nebraska. The PRS 22 Nationals in Texas in October. And PRS Centerfire finale in New Mexico in November. That's my big goals. I'll be shooting regionals and qualifiers to try to get into those matches.
And then for each region, how many do they take?
30.
30.
For PRS 22 is 30.
30. Okay, so we need to be in the top 30 in order to get an invite.
You got to be at the top 30 at the PRS regional, which is at the Kettle Cut. That's our region, and that'll get you into national.
Okay. I just got to figure out what I need to do. Ever shot any 22 matches in West Virginia? Spray and Pray wants to know. I have not.
Yeah, I've shot a bunch there at the Peacemaker. I won the Lapula series up there 2 years ago. And my buddy Mike Suttles, he's got LHQ Shooting Sports. It's in West Virginia. I shoot up there quite a bit.
Is a good question from our good buddy Sheball Seki. What did you start off? What rifle did you start off NRL with? Was it always a Voodoo, or probably before Voodoo was even around? I would assume.
Yeah, I started with a Remington 40X that I had converted to a repeater.
Okay.
Let's change gears for a minute. Here's a question for you, Chris. So if you're shooting a PRS 22 match and they have movers, are you simply going to a ballistic app and putting it in, or are you using your Kestrel and doing the time over speed and figuring it out that way?
I use the Kestrel. It's generally pretty close. And most of the time, the train-up day, you can shoot it before. Get an idea.
Usually you can shoot it the day before, you said?
Yeah, most of all the PRS matches I've been to on train-up day, you can shoot a few rounds with the mover.
Do you know if they're going to have a mover down at Liberty?
They're trying. Yeah.
Well, we have one ordered. I was supposed to have it at my match, but he didn't have it ready yet. And he still don't have it ready. And it's looking like he's probably not going to have it by Friday. So.
Is, average speed 3 to 5 miles an hour?
Yeah. I think that little rimfire mover is about 3 miles an hour.
Okay.
What size is the plate or whatever you're shooting at?
They're interchangeable. The last one I shot, we had that little Sasquatch running on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. The little one that was up front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a little Sasquatch on it, like 125 yards, I think.
Never shot a mover, so that'd be kind of cool.
It's not as bad as you think.
Well, it's going to go one of 2 ways. It's going to go one of 2 ways.
Hit or miss, right?
It's going to hit or miss.
But yeah, there will be a mover at VOD.
I imagine that's going to be at the Punisher positional or one of your finales.
Possibly.
Yeah, before you were here, Chris was talking about this next Punisher match coming up.
The Outlaw.
Evil Smile. It wasn't good. So who knows what's going to
His
happen.
match is going to be the Punisher?
He's calling it the Punisher
positional.
positional.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
And he
says you won't even need a bipod.
right there, just like that.
He says you won't even need a bipod. See that smirk?
Bipod at home.
That one right there? Right there. Yeah, that's what he was doing earlier. Yeah.
All right, so this is a serious question. I didn't know how to ask it, but I'm just going to go ahead and ask it. So you've seen and shot with all three of us, or seen us shoot because you've RO'd us and everything else. The question came up. You don't mind me asking?
No, yeah, I brought up. Go ahead. Yeah.
You already did?
No. Yeah, I brought it up to you because
Okay.
I'm kind of trying to figure it out.
So Matt wanted to know. He said, we all shoot together, we train together, and he wants to know. He was like, "What do I have to do to get up to finish like where you're finishing, Ray?" And the easy answer was just hit more targets, right?
Just smart.
But I said I really don't know what to tell you. I said because they all shoot really well, but they're trying to break into that top 3. And I said, I don't know because I'm not doing any more practice. I'm not doing any dry firing or anything like that. I never have dry fire. These guys know that. I mean, I've shot him for years.
You used to never practice, and it's just natural, like so natural.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So, what advice would you give to, let's say, Matt, if he asked you that? What do I got to do to break in?
Right there.
Yeah, I feel like
How do I get to the next level?
I feel like we're on the bubble, Chris, and it's like how should I put it? With the level of competitiveness that is at these matches, what what would you tell us that we need to work on to get us to that next level?
Probably be more rounded. Um, I always have a goal of going to a match and shooting every stage good. Not having one bad stage will kill you. That'll cost you the win. So basically, eliminate that one bad stage and be more rounded. Be more consistent. So go to a match. Say, hey, today I want to shoot 10 good stages. Not necessarily clean the whole match, but just have the mindset. Say, hey, all 10 of my stages are going to be good, and eliminate that one bad stage.
Yeah.
And then from there, you're say, hey, today I want to clean 8 or 9 stages, and not have a bad stage. And generally, if you do that every match, you're going to be in the top 5. And that's basically what I do. Obviously, I had a bad stage Saturday, and it cost me, but that's the main thing. PRS, you never know what barricade you're going to shoot. So being well-rounded and being able to shoot and adapt to the barricade and set up solid positions will bring you more points. So.
Now, how much? Now, if you were to take 7 days in a week, are you hitting the range a couple times a week? Once, sometimes 0? Like, what do you do to stay proficient?
Here lately, I haven't been in the range any, so. But no, when I get in the thick of shooting season, I'm at the range at least 3 evenings. That's usually my goal. 3 to 5 evenings usually.
Damn.
100 rounds. If I go out here at my house and I shoot 100 rounds in the evening. That's my goal. So.
I'll tell you one of the biggest things that helped you guys is when we got that JC Steel, that full match kit. We put it on a 100-yard range, put the targets at distances from 35 all the way up to 105. Stabilize that cattle gate, and we're working on everything, pretty much every position. We didn't make a tank trap or anything like that, but everything from that lowest position to that intermediate, which gets a lot of people. You can't really rest on the knee, but you can't stand either. And I think that has really helped you guys a lot.
Man, I'd like to dig up some T-posts or some rope or some just oddball stuff where you get that constant muzzle swing or something.
Yeah. Where you really got to time it like that stupid ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said earlier, shoot off anything, everything you got laying around the house, just drag it over there and shoot off of it, And that's going to make you more rounded. And, if you see an odd barricade, like you guys said, that rope, you're prepared for it.
Yeah, that one was tough.
Bomb that stage, you're going to have higher finishes.
Yeah, that cattle fence, I really got to agree with Ray on that one. Just getting used to that and shooting from, going from rail to rail, back up kind of stuff. That seemed to have helped a lot.
And like Saturday, so you shot my match Saturday. Was there a stage that you didn't do as good on, you didn't feel comfortable on?
Was the question one that I didn't feel comfortable with?
Yeah, what was your worst stage Saturday?
It was maybe my worst stage was the tank trap, but that was because I was late and trying to rush and like, okay, Rick, you're up kind of deal. I wasn't really officially ready,
So the next match you're gonna show up early.
Oh hell, I'm gonna spend the night there. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. Eliminate those things. Show up early, be prepared. It's little things like that add up and cost you points every match.
Yeah, that's what's been keeping me out of
Be right back.
What were you gonna say, Ray?
Yeah, so Drew Bradley asked a good question, and I've put on enough matches to know you've got to go to sponsors. Sponsors are going to come to you. Typically what we'll do, and Chris, you can back me up on this, is if you as a match director, if you're a shooter and you're already sponsored by certain companies, then we use that connection first. And then from that point, then you can say, well, we've got so-and-so sponsoring this. We've got this many juniors. You have to make it somewhat attractive to the sponsors to help out, because otherwise sponsors will go broke because there's a match every weekend somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. For matches, you definitely got to reach out and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm offering. This is what's going to be an incentive for you to sponsor this match. This is how many guys I got shooting it. This is how your name will be spread. Things like that.
Yeah, the second part of that question was, do you ever refuse any sponsors? And I guess that would be based on their history or whatever. I have actually done that before. I had a company reach out to me, and I just didn't want the association with that company, because there are companies like that, unfortunately. And I've actually turned away a few.
I've never had to turn one down, but I'm sure there might come a time.
Yeah. And to build on that last question, previous to that one, about you were talking about me be more rounded. I think I've always told Matt, like in 3-gun, you don't have to win every stage. What you have to do is shoot strong for all 10 stages.
Yeah,
and that average is what will get you over the guy that blows that one stage.
Yeah, I guess when I asked Ray that question, it was more or less, do you see something that you can pinpoint exactly what myself or Rick or whoever, or even Crowderman might need to work on? What do you see that we're doing that somebody else might be doing differently? What'd you highlight?
No. I hear the static coming from Chris's mic as well.
Everybody hears it. The Gab door, you got to pay for these matches to be put on. Some will be super cheap, some will be quite pricey. Usually come with a lunch, and it kind of just depends on where it is. And
it's a lot of work to put those type of matches on. It really is.
What's your best tip in breaking the shakes in positional shooting? Not manipulate the rifle much. Preload.
Shot of whiskey.
Shot of whiskey. 2 shots of whiskey. Eagle Eye Shooting actually is a good friend of ours, and he's in Arizona, but he's doing some shooting now, and he's got a good question
there. You can free recoil the rifle. I use a plate and a bag usually. A good position, you can free recoil, and you're really steady usually. Centerfire is kind of hard to do because you're looking for trace, looking where you're at on the plate. Rimfire, you can pretty well free recoil and get away with it. So, and like I say, shooting in the yard, shoot off anything you can shoot off of, and practice building positions. That's going to break the shake. Taking the time building a good position, like I said earlier. See a lot of guys run up there and they want to get 10 shots off in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Take the time, build a good position, 5 shots. And speed comes with time.
Why are y'all pointing at me?
Yeah, so a lot of people have this misconception that you make a ton of money being a match director, and there is, you do have that potential to make a little bit of money. If you put on a 3-gun match that's $150 entry fee, you don't see that in these Rimfire matches. Most of them's $30 to about $75. You get 60 shooters, that adds up. But what you got to put back into it is the time it takes to set it up, going to and from the range, the price of the steel, because usually it's your own steel. By the time it's all said and done, you might make a couple $100, but then if people come out and help, you might give them a few dollars for helping or buy them lunch or something, but you're not going to get rich putting on matches.
$100 split over 3 days is
that's for sure.
Yeah, it ain't worth nothing. It's not worth their time.
You have to love the sport.
Yeah,
really
you're basically promoting the sport and trying to keep it going.
Yeah, and that's why I started VOD. Is we don't have matches in this area, and I've been to a lot of matches and I've seen stuff I didn't like. So I was like, I want to put on a match the way I think it should be put on. That's what
Yeah. I gotta say, you put on a great match. I mean, we've been to quite a few now, and you can tell you know what you're doing. That's for sure.
Saturday was kind of a mess because I tried to shoot it. So
I know you keep.
I won't shoot another one. It's too much to try to shoot and run it.
It's too much to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize to everybody because it wasn't. I wasn't happy with it. So I won't do that again.
Fish for Life says the one Saturday at Clinton House is a $1,200 gun and scope.
Yeah, production numbers change for everybody. It seems like outlaw matches is 1,200, NRL is what 1050, PRS it's 1,500. It's always changing.
Yeah, it just depends on the organization.
It depends on what the guy's shooting that's writing the down.
Yeah, that's right.
How much was my rifle again? Okay, yeah, it's this much.
There's Gabdor right there. You need to highlight that. We know Chris's answer.
Yeah, there you go, Chris. What's that answer?
Muzzle brake. Unless the guy beside me shooting, and he better have a suppressor.
He better have a suppressor on. Yeah,
yeah. That's the only thing I dislike about Chris. Was he said, get rid of that dang suppressor because we would all be running them.
Oh yeah, I remember when Chris said that. Your face went. What?
I was like, no, please don't tell me.
Don't say that. That's not that. I just want to be a quiet rifle. Let's see, $12 scope 2021. It's going up. Let's see. I'm just waiting for you guys to get into rail guns. I'm not going to get into a rail gun.
Be careful what you say you're not going to do, because I said I wasn't going to do this 22 crap either.
Yeah, but I need you to have fun.
Buying a voodoo. I'm not spending $3,000
Okay,
on
I'm not shooting a rail gun for the next 10 years. How's that? I do see matches. Competitions are just training based on how Chris just said, putting on a match. How he thinks it could be ran is cool. $4.99, John Rowland says. Do NRL and PRS update the MSRP cap annually? I have no idea. Anybody?
Yeah, they've generally gone up a little the past couple of years. So, everything, the price of everything is going up. So they kind of got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt said you weren't interested in PRS either. I've had to eat curl a couple times on this show.
Oh, yeah, that's
Come
right.
on.
I got you into this mess. Kind of. I said it would be fun.
You got us into all of this.
What's funny is like Chris or like Rob and all those guys, I got them in the 3-gun because of this guy. Yeah, I got
3-gun.
Like I said, I enjoy all kinds of shooting. It's another way to get better at another discipline. There's so many disciplines
I don't
out
think
there.
you knew you were going to enjoy it as much as you have been.
This is way more fun than anything.
It's also been the cheapest, believe it or not. I know that sounds really stupid because we're all shooting voodoos now, all 4 of us. But it's still the absolute cheapest thing out there when you compare it to 3-gun. When you start shooting 3-gun on a national level, you're one rifle. And I mean, come on. Your Infinity, my Infinity, your Infinity, all of our pistols were like $6,000
I don't have
for a pistol. And that's 1 out of 3 different platforms. That's when it gets crazy.
And then you buy stupid tripods for $600, and then shows up. I finally got this today.
$600?
$600, good Lord, that's a lot of money.
For a bipod?
That's a single, Chris.
This is a single. I actually have.
The double is $800.
Are you serious?
Yeah, would you take that?
$1,000.
You thought
What are
they
you
were
using
free?
for a bipod?
Atlas. He's sponsored by Atlas.
He's sponsored by Atlas.
You paid $600 for a bipod.
I got this one. That one you're familiar with.
My next 3 matches is all positional, no bipods.
Just for you.
Just for Rick.
Well, I'm shooting all over the country, so it don't matter. Bring it. My plan is to shoot a lot.
Cow.
In that bio thing I put, fire service 31 years, and now I'm going to shoot every weekend. I'm going to try. That's what happens when you retire. You can go shoot. Yeah, now I got to sell crack on the street, though, to pay that skypot off.
Buy for
Get the crack.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tyler Orff says 3-gun is insane cost. Shoot 1 year and realize either this was
Or my house payment.
house payment.
Yeah, that's the most expensive shooting sport I've ever done. Is 3-gun. To do that and compete at the top level, you are going to have a boatload in your equipment.
Yeah.
Well, the match fees were pretty pricey.
Oh yeah,
They're on level with the big Centerfire.
yeah, but it used to
match.
be $300+ to shoot a match.
Yeah.
To shoot one.
Well,
of the
those
big
PRS matches are $500 damn dollars.
That's why I like this the 22 stuff. I don't think I've shot a match that's been
See,
more than $90.
I wouldn't be able to shoot that much.
It's great. I love it.
I got the perfect analogy. You know how when old people retire, these old guys, you see them running around, they're like 60, and they got their Corvette, their Z06, and they're driving like 35 and doing 10 under the speed limit. Somebody just said right there, he said, Rick, there goes that Ferrari. Blowed your money on that bipod. So there's your Corvette right there.
was that really $600?
The Corvette.
Are they really $600? You're serious?
That's for the that's for the cheap one, Chris.
This is for the PRS version. This is a single.
The double pull is about $800, and then the triple pull is $1,000, and they cannot make them fast enough.
They all day long. I had to wait 2 months for this damn thing.
Yeah, Kenny's been waiting 3 months.
Maybe it's been 3 months.
So Sky, the one that invented that, I shot with him, and we started talking, and his story is very interesting, but he designed this from the ground up. And I think it was about a year and a half ago, MDT bought it from him, but he still retains the right to sell them.
Oh, there's $1,200.
But yeah, those are that expensive.
Here, Matt. That's his.
Why?
Because it's
That's
more
what I
versatile.
said.
It's more versatile
This thing kills the Atlas.
than any other bipod out there because it's got unlimited cant. Basically, you're limited. Okay, so you can get the feet crazy wide, you can get them narrow, but your cant up here.
Watch this.
Like your rooftop, like when you had
The stage.
that stage, the one that had the sideways rooftop. Yeah, you can actually get this to where everything's pretty much straight on it. So you could do this angle, but your cant, I'm going to get this close. This cant right here is unlimited, okay? So is the panning. The panning is completely unlimited, and it's just extremely versatile, but you can't get them. That's the problem. They're back ordered 3-4 months.
These are super expensive, but at the end of the day, I was excited it showed up. You can do a lot with one of these.
Or you could just use a bag. One bag.
Or you could use a bag.
I could take a game changer and a plate.
You probably could take whatever the hell you want and still beat me, but this thing, it showed up.
Sniper ruck style match.
That's what I'm talking about. You'll spend half of a stage screwing around with that bipod when you could take a back in a plate.
This Atlas takes way longer to get to where you want. Here's the reason why I bought it, since we're on the topic. It's on my rifle, right?
Right.
And I need to, especially at VOD, you got to shoot way up, right? So basically, I'm trying to get more height. Okay, so I didn't think correctly, and I put it here, right? It's going to take me a while to do this and then to do that. This one, I can basically go from here, drop this leg down, cant that over like that, and I'm good to go. Now I got
you just done the exact same thing you done to the Atlas. You had to take your hand up there and grab the button.
No,
watch. That's it. I don't got
You still took your hand up there and moved it down.
Well, I got to hold the damn
Not
thing.
saving time.
No, but I would have to do this on an Atlas. I would have to do that. On this
But you're not getting in any time.
On this
I mean,
one,
that's probably a little easier, but
This is what you need, Chris.
No,
Hell no.
that's crazy. That goes back to being prepared for your stage. Then you eliminate that. You don't have to touch your bipod.
Yeah, but see, you wouldn't be able.
Gigabytes, Rick, give it to Ray for freaking
Sakes.
Yeah, Tyler Orth, that's the new PRS guy. Bipod.
It's always fun talking to Chris. He's like,
Yeah, I don't see it being $300 more than the Atlas.
I don't either, but for some reason it is.
I'm going to be a little mean here. Chris, I get exactly what you're saying. I did not buy mine. Mine were provided to me by sponsors. But if I had to do like these guys and buy it, that would be.
I got a discount.
That would hurt badly.
I got
That's
no
a lot of
discount.
money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's expensive, but you know what?
I use a bipod on is prone.
Yeah.
And all your top shooters in the country, like I saw people using bipods on the barrels, on the, those logs. Man, a plate and a bag.
Hey, the game changer with the plate on a 55-gallon drum sideways was rock solid. No bipod needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe M's talking about the number 1,
No,
2,
you're
and
good. I'm just reading
3. They're all
comments.
using Harris. I like my Atlas. I do too. I enjoy my Atlas, but just have a little more options. Watching Chris tear down Rick's $600 bipod, priceless. It is priceless, but I don't mind it because that's how you learn.
There's your Corvette.
But I don't want no damn Corvette. And who the hell can buy a Corvette for $600? You know. Bipods are only good for pro, and bags are the king. Let's see. Tripod trade for a game changer and plate, anyone?
I'm not getting rid of my plate anytime soon.
Yeah.
Only 100 more if you have the really right stuff clamp.
Gigabytes Mini
On that
X
one.
is shooting very, very well for her age. Not even for her age. I'm just going to go ahead and say that.
I'm gonna go pee. You guys.
She is going to start her own YouTube channel. At Chris's match, she actually came in 12th overall, and that's the only thing I did was verbal. Chris was very specific about that. So basically, I let her do her thing, and we just verified data. She's enjoying it. She is going to be. She's not going to the Clinton House match because it's not a sanctioned match. She's now registered with PRS, and so she has a member number, and so she is going to make the Liberty Precision as well as the Bristol match. So yeah, they've actually got like 8 juniors or 6 juniors going to try to shoot on our squad. She's going to talk to them, even though she doesn't have a ton of experience. I don't know. What do you think, Chris? She got what it takes, maybe? I don't know. What do I need to
Oh
do?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I can't remember what she was overall, but
12?
definitely. That's what her third match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'll stand.
yeah. Women's naturally better shooters than men.
Yeah. Yeah, and your stage, I will tell you, one of the things that I noticed is the stage you put on last, the match, you had more positional stages than I've ever seen. So typically, you had a lot of stages that were like 5 position, 90 seconds, multiple shots, 2 shots each position. Kind of like you had the log truck that was 4 positions, 2 shots each. Then you had the tiebreaker. She's gotten beyond the point now where she's not timing out. The Vortex stage, she was able to get all rounds off. That's hard to do.
Oh yeah, and like I said earlier, speed comes with time. The more you shoot, the more you get comfortable, the quicker you are. That just takes time.
Yeah. She's having a blast with it. She got her set up, got her voodoo in. I made it really light, not a single weight in the gun, and she's moving quickly.
Yeah, Ray actually sent me a couple of videos of her running a few stages, and she's manipulating the rifle very well, moving it around, no problem. At least on the stages that I had watched, she no problem with that XLR and the voodoo.
Yeah,
doing
I
well.
hope my little girl, she gets that age, she's hammering like she is.
Yeah. And there's nothing more satisfying than that. I'm telling you.
You'll have to give me some tips how to get her started in it.
DW says, "Hey Matt, who's won a match with an NC Star? I think he means a NC Star scope or something like that." He said, "Raise your hand." I've never seen anybody win with anything like that.
Backyard matches, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, something.
Buddy D says, "What is a plate? Do you have a plate?"
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
my plate.
All right,
I got
Somewhere. You go?
there you go. So he's got the one just like Matt's. And basically, it gives you more surface area to get it more stable, so your gun is not on a single
Grab
little
your bag.
platform where it
Right
rotates.
there.
So when you put that plate on a bag, it helps a lot, right, Chris?
So shit in this damn bag.
Oh, it's like shooting from a bench, basically.
Yeah, Rick has been trying to resist the urge. You know, he went to where he got a plate, and he's like, "I'm not using that plate, and I won't shoot without a plate. If I can use it, I'm going to use it because it gives me more stability."
There's
And-
one reason.
What do you mean one reason? I can think of
This
five.
is the new udder. I mean, the plate fits it perfect.
Nice.
So I'm working with Fred to develop a way to attach it in case we're shooting a lot of positions.
That udder's been a great bag. When Matt won that on the, I don't know, it was a few matches ago, but he won that one udder you were giving away. We use that quite a bit.
Yeah, we use the hell out of that thing.
You know, there's something to be said for somebody that wants to do something their way, their own way. But then there's also something to be said about watching the ways that the pros do it, the guys that are finishing in the top three every match. If you see them all using a plate somewhere, then it might not be a bad idea to have a plate. Not saying you have to have it, but those guys are using it to do it. Why not have that to your advantage? They're not expensive. Come on, you pay $600 for a bipod.
Who would do that? You got to damn mind spend
You
that.
got to be versatile.
Plate with a clamp.
No, the reason why I'm trying not to go with the plate because I purchased the extended rails for the MPA
But you don't
on
have
both
it yet.
sides.
And you didn't even take it to the match last
See this
weekend.
right here? What?
Yeah, think about it.
I took the plate. I used the plate a couple times.
You did use it
Yeah.
at the match?
Yeah.
Okay.
I use it when I need to, but I've been really trying to practice without it. Just because I'm gonna.
Yeah, I've been trying to decide on the side rails for the MPA.
I like how you can put your hand around it.
Well, here Chris's thing on it. He's been thinking about it. Why?
Why have you been thinking about it?
Portholes. What if you have a barricade with portholes and you can't get the rifle through the porthole?
Too wide.
I think the holes.
There he goes thinking again.
I mean, you could unbolt them. Yeah, that's always an option, but do you want to be on the range unbolting rails and bolting them back?
You think there's going to be portholes that small though?
Hell, he had him at the one where you
I
can't.
got a stage at my match.
Yeah. I'll have to put some auto. Hit a button and they pop off or something. I don't know.
You're not gonna have every match have that, but
Yeah.
you go to a big match, say you go to nationals, and that one stage kills you for the whole match.
The other is similar to the Warhorse Comanche.
Comanche field bag.
I think the other is better, in my opinion.
I haven't tried that
Yeah,
one.
I like the udder better, especially the new udder.
What you
I
want?
love-
Are you gonna have one of the new udders
This one?
for a giveaway anytime soon, Chris?
I think he's actually sponsoring a stage. Either the finale or the last match. He's going to sponsor a stage with it.
Better not miss it.
Hell yeah!
You got to make it.
Okay, so Jakaki has a question here, and it's a good question. Basically, he asked XLR, MPA, MDT, what's the best all around? Now, I own the MPA or the MDT first, and I did not like it. I'm not saying it's a bad one. It's just everybody has different tastes. That's why some of us drive pickup trucks, some of us drive sports cars. It's your taste, right? But I did like the machining work on the MPA and the XLR. I've kind of gravitated toward XLR, and everything I have is XLR now. but I also got those at a much discounted price, a heavily discounted price. Whereas the MPA, if I had the choice between the three listed, I would probably go. If I started fresh, I like the MPA a lot for what it offers. But because I got the XLR, got started with it, I'm comfortable with it, I'm not switching at this point.
Fair.
Yeah, I like the MPA. I'm really digging it.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Ford or Chevy, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's personal preference, really. You know, they're all well made. It's just which one fits you better, and what options do you like
Yeah.
I
better.
just noticed the MDT, there was too many screws on the end, and I was catching it on stuff. You know, in the back and the rear stock, I'm like, always something I was catching it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the MDT team, they've won like the past 3 matches, so
Yeah.
obviously they're good chassis. A lot of guys win with MPAs. So personal preference.
Yeah, XLR is not seen in Rimfire. It is really more of a out west is where you see the most of them, but XLR is out west and your PRS guns.
They're out of Colorado.
They're out of Utah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking Colorado or Utah. You guys got any experience with the Cold Tac tricorn? I think that's what Josh runs, isn't it?
Yeah. Josh.
I haven't messed with it. I don't have much experience.
I tried it. Guy had one. I run it. It's good for say like the top of a T-post or the tip of a tank trap, but like square barricades, like 2x4 size. Where it's tricorn, it doesn't really sit real well. Flat over those.
Yeah, and I think Josh, he was a big fan of that, and he's kind of switched back to his game changer, I believe, is what I heard last out of him. What calibers are you guys shooting for PRS? You were shooting, what was it again?
6BR.
Yeah, the BR6 BR. And then I'm shooting 6 Creed. Do you use factory loads or load your own? I think you load your own as well, right?
Reload.
Yeah, reloading's the way to go on a lot of those. Eagle Eye likes the ESS chassis from MDT over the ACC. Yep. Let's see. If you guys get a chance, Eagle Eye Shooting is actually Desert Precision Gun Works out in Arizona. If you guys want a badass rifle built, definitely go take a look at that for sure. Let's see. Charles Tippy's a huge 6BR guy. What else we got? We're almost done. Let's see. We got Tank Trap is dang good. It needs heavier fill, Josh says on that bag. Which bags are you guys running on your plate? You're running a big, heavy fill game changer, right? I mean, game changer.
I run a Game Changer medium and the other, and I actually got a flat bag that I attached to it for little small portholes. I think it's from Weebad.
Is that one called like a? It's got a weird name like Taco or some weird name. I can't remember.
It's just a little flat bag that attaches to it.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's see what 105 hybrids and Varget. Yep, that's what I shoot. What plate was that? It's the Gray Ops Pro. Gray Ops CNC Pro plate.
Shaggy rifle. I don't know if he's working on that. Chrome Dome's out there. Welcome. Jeff Cobb's out there. What plate? You got? Oh, what plate did you show? You just answered that one.
Barrel life on the 6BR. About 2,500 rounds. Some guys push them further. Some guys don't. Some guys pull them at 2,000.
Are you using 105 hybrids in Varget?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Actually, I got another powder I shoot, but I don't give my secrets on it.
April Fools. Thank you for being on. Oh, Joaquin saying thanks for being on the live stream and answering our questions.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
Let's see. I've decided to try. Let me see what this says. The USO TS20. I know you shoot for US Optics. So, what reticle do you recommend for 22 and possibly hunting?
I actually shot the TS20. That's what I'm shooting right now, the TS20. That's what's on my rifle. That'll be on for this weekend. The JVCR is probably the best reticle for that one, for PRS. Or hunting. You know, it's a good clean reticle, the dot, center dot. It's illuminated, so you can hunt with it.
Yeah, I really looked. I almost bought one of those. Remember when we were texting back and forth a few months ago or a month ago or so? I almost pulled the trigger on one of those optics. I just didn't do it yet.
Yeah, I mean, for the money, it's an awesome scope. I won all the matches with it. I couldn't find any downfalls. So.
Yeah, obviously it works well. Spray and Pray says the 4895 is the bee's knees for the BR. I don't know. I don't have any experience with the BR stuff. Have you tried that, Tom?
No, I've never shot 4895 in a BR.
Let's see.
Shooter's World, SWP, I guess Shooter's World powder. No, it's not, actually. I do have a bunch of Shooter's World. I was sponsored by them last year.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are all your sponsors? You want to give a shout out to your sponsors?
Yeah, sure. Voodoo Gunworks, Motorcam Custom Rifles, Trigger Barrels, Bison Tactical, US Optics, Lapua Ammunition, Kafaru International, Atlas Bipods, TLC Grips. I think that's it.
And then what's
Walsh Custom Defense.
what was the last one?
Walsh Custom Defense. I picked them up this year.
Oh, nice. Very nice. And what's the possibility before we go you can show the wall of awesomeness?
I'll give you a little tour.
I don't know how hard it is with your laptop hooked up and stuff, but I figured before we end the chat, it'd be nice to be proud of all those, man.
This is all state championship.
Hold on, let me click on your picture so it even gets bigger.
Is he giving the grand tour?
There you go.
Most of these is last year.
Those are cool trophies, man. What's the one that means the most to you, Chris?
Probably Olympic gold medal.
Yeah.
I think somebody asked him in the comment section
They
earlier
did.
if he did Olympics of some sort.
Yeah, that's freaking badass, buddy.
Yeah, it's an Olympic gold medal. That was pretty cool.
So is that real gold?
No.
No.
Well, that's a bunch of horse shit.
One of the pawn shops, it is. Shit.
It is. What are you gonna go buy a bipod?
Hey, we just asked you, Chris, if that's your most memorable. He's like, yeah, I'll still take it to
I'll
the
still
pawn
bring it to
shop.
the pawn shop. Oh man.
It's the Dusty. I don't know if you can see in here, but let's see. This case right here is full of medals covered in dust. Yeah, it's from guys in ROTC in school.
I appreciate the tour. I know because we had talked about it. It was a chat after we had done this, and I'm like, man, you guys missed out. I said, Chris had trophies all over the place. You couldn't even see his wall, and now they have to believe me.
Oh yeah, I mean I got more. I got tired of hanging them up. To be honest, I got them in boxes in the attic.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
This is why we ask Chris what we're doing wrong.
That's why we asked Chris what we're doing wrong, because obviously he's doing something right.
What do you play?
He's showing off the $10 million Skypod.
I wonder what the pawn shop would give you for the NDT Skypod.
$50,
About
$20.
$50.
I'll trade you for that used Husqvarna in that corner.
That's right. You got a Corvette I can swap this out with?
I seriously can't get over that $600 for a bipod. Wow.
Well, you're carrying around a freaking really right stuff tripod.
Ask him how many voodoos he has.
Right now, he's got 0.
Yeah, right now I got
He's
0.
borrowing the damn rifle right now. Well, let's see what else we got. We are at an hour and a half.
Matt
That
Carlson.
really right stuff tripod, that comes in handy when you're trekking miles through the woods at night chasing coyotes.
Yes.
That's true. Now, before we go, why don't you, if you want to, talk about that? There's a whole different type. I've never even heard of it before. It's like a hunting series? Like, give us a rundown on that. How that even works and what it is and who puts it on and that kind of stuff.
Oh, the NRL Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Centerfire, and it's basically designed for hunting style rifles. They got a minimum power factor. That's their rule.
Are we talking about the coyote one?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the NRL Hunter series.
No, I don't want to talk about steel hitting. I want to talk about some other hitting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They have tournaments for coyotes, bobcats, and foxes. Predator hunting. So basically, it'll start at like midnight Friday night and go to 7 a.m. Sunday morning.
What is that?
And you basically kill as much stuff as you can kill, and then go weigh in Sunday.
Shit, all you got to do is go to a dairy farm and pick up about 13 cows. You'd win for sure. If it's just weight. No, I'm just kidding. This question here, can you see it up there?
It's
Yes,
outdoors.
the Kieferu. It's they make clothing, they make packs and everything, so they want to know what he's running for matches.
Okay.
Nice packs too.
Oh, it's the shape charge. That's my backpack, the shape charge. That's the pack I run, and then I got their parka set. It's awesome. I wish I'd had it in Oklahoma for sure.
You got to stay warm.
It's warm. I'll definitely be running it this year. And then I got one of their packs that I deer hunt with. I think it's the X-ray, maybe.
It's called the X-ray?
X-ray.
Oh, dang it. I was getting ready to start flexing and stuff.
You are Ray, so X-ray.
Yeah, you are right.
Jeez.
That's your other line of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody showing up. Chris, don't hit any buttons yet.
Hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah, hit the thumbs up, you lazy bones out there, and we'll talk to you later. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the fun little interview with Mr. Chris Simmons, and you guys take care. Have
If
a great
anybody's
night.
in the area driving distance, come check out the VOD matches that he hosts. They're definitely worth the drive. So
Yeah.
Yeah, get signed up for them.
If you can, they fill up quickly.
yeah.
Yeah, you better be quick. Not too quick, though. I still got to sign up for the next one that's out. All right. With that said, you guys take care. Have a good night. Talk to you later.
See ya.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I want to do here? I want to do this.